At the dawn of the 11th century AD, the Bulgarian Tsardom and the Eastern Roman Empire were locked in prolonged conflict. Relations between the two states had been almost always hostile since the establishment of the First Bulgarian state towards the end of the 7th century. Over the last several decades, the Romans had been gaining the upper hand, capturing the Bulgarian capital of Preslav in 971 and forcing Tsar Boris II to renounce his title of emperor. Despite the eastern part of Bulgaria coming under imperial rule, the Bulgarian Komitopoli dynasty continued resisting the Romans in the west. Under the leadership of the highly capable Samuel of Bulgaria, the Bulgarians defeated Emperor Basil II and his army at the Battle of the Gates of Trajan in 986. Subsequently, much of the eastern Bulgarian territories were regained, including the capital of Preslav. Preoccupied with rebellions in Asia Minor, Emperor Basil II was determined to return and face the Bulgarians again to end the conflict decisively. 14 years later, Basil had solidified his position as emperor and achieved stability in the empire, so he was ready to renew his campaigns against the Bulgarians. In 1000 AD, hostilities were renewed with Basil launching a successful offensive, regaining much of the eastern Bulgarian territories and delivering a defeat to Samuel at Skopje. Despite the fierceness and relentlessness of Basil's attacks, the Bulgarians continued to resist and attempted to launch counteroffensives. Even though the Roman emperor was continuously damaging the Bulgarian armies, he was unable to deliver a decisive defeat to end the conflict. In 1014, the conflict reached its final phase. The Bulgarians anticipated an attack through the mountainous region of Macedonia, so the Bulgarian army was ordered to build defensive structures such as ditches, fortifications, and palisades at all choke points where they could encounter the enemy. One of these choke points was a pass between the Strumitsa River and the Belisitsa Mountains near a village called Kleidion by the Greeks and Klyuch by the Bulgarians. Samuel's army was dispatched to garrison different locations in anticipation of an attack. However, the bulk of his troops were stationed near Kleidion, where they erected defensive structures between the river and the mountains. The exact size of Basil's invasion force is unknown, but estimates put it at around 45,000 troops, primarily consisting of heavy infantry. During the campaign, Basil was assisted by his most experienced and trusted commander, Nikephoros Xiphias. By July 1014, as expected, the army made its way alongside the Strumitsa River, where they eventually spotted the 10,000 to 15,000 Bulgarian soldiers positioned near Kleidion. The emperor set up camp nearby and, without wasting any time, ordered his infantry to assault the Bulgarian positions. When it became clear to the emperor that his troops could not break through, he ordered them to withdraw back to their camp. Over the following days, the emperor launched continuous assaults and skirmishes against the Bulgarians, but his troops were taking casualties without making any progress. The Roman troops were losing morale, and since they were unprepared for a prolonged siege, their supplies were dwindling as well. Xiphias, the commander assisting the emperor, persuaded him not to retreat. Instead, he suggested taking a contingent of cavalry to explore the nearby area for small roads that were not blocked by the Bulgarians. By July 29th, Xiphias, alongside a few thousand Roman cavalry, made their way through the Belisitsa mountain range until they found a way to attack the Bulgarian troops from the rear. Shock and panic set in among the Bulgarians, who were caught completely off guard by Xiphias and his cavalry. They abandoned their defensive positions to meet the Roman cavalry. Meanwhile, Emperor Basil, observing the situation from afar, realized that Xiphias had made his way through the mountains and ordered all of his troops to advance quickly on the Bulgarians. Upon Basil's arrival, the Bulgarian troops were completely encircled. Very few men managed to break through and escape, while the vast majority of the Bulgarian army stood no chance and were either killed or captured by the Romans. Making use of his gained momentum, Basil pursued the remainder of the Bulgarian troops, seeking to deliver a decisive blow to the Bulgarian army. Samuel and his son and heir, Gabriel, who were stationed at the nearby Strumitsa fortress, quickly made their way east to meet the Roman forces. Upon meeting near the village of Mokrievo, the two armies clashed in a huge melee battle. In the chaos, Samuel was almost killed as he got lost behind the Roman lines. The Bulgarian Tsar was saved, but he was forced to order a retreat as his army was taking heavy losses, thus ending the Battle of Kleidion. While the Roman victory at Kleidion did not result in any immediate gains for Basil and his men, the Bulgarians took heavy casualties and their defensive positions were broken through, allowing Basil to continue his offensive with minimal resistance. Samuel retreated further into Bulgarian territory to the fortress of Prilep, while Gabriel continued the Bulgarian effort, eventually ambushing and defeating a fraction of the Roman force on their way to Thessaloniki, killing Theophylact Botaniates, the governor of Thessaloniki, in the battle. Greek chronicler John Skilitzis reports that upon receiving the news of the defeat and the death of the governor, Basil ordered all Bulgarian prisoners to be blinded in retaliation. Out of every 100 men, one would be left with one eye to lead the troops back to their Tsar. Upon seeing the state of his men, Samuel died of a heart attack on the spot. While modern historians almost universally agree that this story is exaggerated at best and completely fabricated at worst, the Bulgarian Tsar died in early October of that same year, 2 months after the battle. His son Gabriel and his grandson Ivan Vladislav continued the resistance movement, but by 1018 both of them were dead, and the rest of the Bulgarian nobility, as well as the Bulgarian Patriarch, surrendered to the Romans, bringing an end to the First Bulgarian Tsardom. For his successful subjugation of the Bulgarian people, Basil II received the moniker the Bulgar Slayer. Thank you for watching this video about the Battle of Kleidion. If you enjoyed the video and wish to support the channel, as well as keep up with future content, like the video and subscribe.